It has been a while since we did a suit ranking video, and considering we here at Key Issues are basically the GQ of ranking comic suits, we're thankful that you took the time to wait for us to get this video made. This video is the definitive Flash suit ranking video, at least in the sense that it has virtually every single live-action Flash suit ever made. Now, in terms of whether or not you agree with our rankings, that is a deep personal battle that you will have to wage with yourself. And before we get into the actual suits, we did want to take a second to thank this video's sponsor, Ridge Wallets. We're actually super excited to announce that we've recently become sponsored by Ridge Wallets, and normally I'm sure you see a channel discuss products and think, alright, I'm gonna fast forward now, but this is something we actually use and really like. The Ridge Wallet has been something that was on my radar since it was a Kickstarter project back in 2013, and now that I have one, I'm pretty excited to confirm that it is a game changer. But Ridge makes minimalist wallets. They're designed to carry only what you need, and we personally use the wallets every day. I have the carbon fiber and Garrick uses the black aluminum, but there are tons of other colors and materials that you can choose from, and they have a lifetime warranty. This is exactly what I imagine a superhero would carry. It's small, lightweight, durable, and does everything that you need. Ridge was even cool enough to hook us up with their new commuter backpack, which we're going to take with us to Comic-Cons, and they're absolute game changers and even have power bricks and USB ports on the side so we can keep our phones and electronics charged on the go. If you want 10% off of a purchase today, then just hit up ridgewallets.com/keyissues for your discount, and honestly, just enjoy it. They make a really quality product, and we don't endorse anything that we don't actually use and enjoy. Now back to the Flash. Today we're looking at the complete live-action suit history of the Flash, and in the last few years the Scarlet Speester has had an explosion of live-action suits. Seriously, before 2014 he only had like 4 total live-action costumes ever, and this ranking video has at least 16, so we're pretty hyped that this character is getting far more live-action exposure. But enough of me running my mouth. Flash joke. Let's get some suits ranked. Coming in dead last at number 16 is probably no surprise to people who have seen our other ranking videos. Typically, Smallville suits end up being on the bottom side of these lists, and it's not their fault either, it's just, no I'm kidding, it is. They look horrible. This features a vest with a hood built in and sunglasses, and also Flash is wearing chinos and wristbands. This is the definition of a 2000s comic book costume. It's terrible, and I think he's wearing dress shoes, so you know what, let's just move past this. Coming in at number 15 is the suit from 1979's Legends of the Superheroes. And this suit isn't as appalling as its spot on the list makes it out to be, it's just really low effort when you consider the fact that Warner Brothers had just dropped the best suit on us of all time in Superman's Richard Donner suit. It just kinda looks like pajamas that somebody's mom made them. This costume wouldn't even really pass for decent in the modern cosplay community. Even the white circle's kinda uneven and the lightning bolt appears to be backwards. It looks more like a yellow Wario mustache. Alright, maybe it is as appalling as its position implies. Coming in at number 14 is the test suit for CW's Flash, and this suit kinda cracks me up. I love it, but I love it because it's comedic. It's supposed to look silly. And it deserves to be down here, but I get it for what it is. It's basically a red wrestling singlet with running cleats, elbow and knee pads, and a helmet that looks pretty cool. The suit is not meant to be a true Flash suit, it's just meant to measure Flash's early abilities. It's goofy and it's fun, but it doesn't deserve to be any higher on the list. Coming in at number 13 is the suit from Justice League of America from 1999, which was a CBS pilot. And what can I say about this suit that hasn't already been said about the Stretch Armstrong villain Vac-Man? Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, I had a Vac-Man as a child and it was an amazing toy. I got hours and hours of fun out of that toy. This suit, however, brings me very little joy. It's a Lycra base with a classic logo, which by itself would have probably been pretty cool, but when you get to the head, I pretty much lose all faith in costume design. And there's really no excuse for this, cause it's 1997, we'd already had multiple badass suits by that point, but this looks like WB hired the same guy that designed the early Red Skull masks from the 90s Cap films. In fact, I'm fairly confident that you could buy this exact same costume, except better, for like $36 on Amazon right now. Links are in the description. Please use code THROWUPINMYMOUTH for 100% discount at checkout, since nobody should buy this costume. Coming in at number 12 is the pilot suit from The Flash. It is extremely similar to the suit that Barry wears throughout the majority of the first season. This suit was the first one that Barry wore and was slightly darker than his main suit. It features fire and tear-resistant threading similar to what firefighters wear, but more lightweight and flexible. It also features shock and vibration-resistant earpieces so that Barry can communicate with Cisco when he was performing acts of heroism under the mantle The Red Streak. This suit caused a lot of controversy when it was first released, and for just cause. It's not horrible, but considering Arrow had some incredible costumes for Oliver, this release felt a little bit stale. However, coming in at number 11, we have the Season 1 CW Flash suit, and this is the official first suit shown for the CW Flash TV show. This caused the Flash Stand Speed Force to open up in complaints to flood the multiverse. When the first shot of this suit leaked online, it was an action shot, and people kinda lost their minds. It was a set photo. CW almost immediately released a doctored promotional image that somewhat calmed the Speed Force, but the desire to complain remained. This suit is almost identical to the Red Streak suit, but it's slightly lighter, and it adds the red logo with yellow lightning bolt accents throughout the rest of the costume. It features the same functionality as the first suit, but it also adds thermal threading in the event that Barry takes a blast from Captain Cold's gun. Also, keep in mind there are multiple versions of this exact same suit in the show because it gets destroyed a handful of times. Coming in at number 10, we have the Savitar costume. And hold on to your butts for spoilers from like season 3 4 years ago, but this monstrosity is actually an evil version of Barry Allen from the future called Savitar. In this season, the Flash gang is terrorized by a future Barry who has dropped the mantle of Flash and instead goes by the God of Speed. However, since it's still Barry, it counts as a Flash suit. And the suit was created by the Philosopher's Stone and is incredibly durable armor meant to do battle with the most powerful metahumans, but it also caters directly to other speedsters. The suit glows blue when an evil Barry is inside of it, and red when regular cool guy Barry is inside of it. It also features a completely metallic armor casing and a mouth that the suit can move. The suit even opens and closes from the back like a standard mech suit. I know people give this suit crap, but personally, I think it's pretty cool. Coming in at number 9, we have fake Jay Garrick, and this costume was worn by fake-ass Jay Garrick, aka Hunter Zolomon, the second season bad guy, also known as Zoom. Personally, for me, Zoom was the pinnacle of this show. I thought he was the best villain, and I thought he was the most menacing as well. The suit has the classic metal Jay Garrick Flash helmet from the Gold and Silver Age, and the leather jacket with a reverse lightning bolt coming up from the center and rivet studs for buttons. It also has navy blue pants that look fine, but it's more like formal wear and it doesn't really feature any neat tech that I know about, but it's a pretty solid representation of what a modern Jay Garrick suit might look like. Also, side note, I did predict Zoom's identity correctly, and it was one of the first videos that we ever had on this channel that hit pretty significant numbers for us. Coming in at number 8, we have the Season 5 suit, and some of you might be able to immediately identify that this is the same suit that Oliver Queen wore and looked a bit ridiculous in during the Elseworlds crossover event on CW. This suit looks a lot like Barry's New 52 costume, which, say what you want about the content of the New 52, the Flash's suit post-Flashpoint was awesome, and this suit captures the essence of the Flash. The one thing that's holding this Flash suit back is the headpiece. It does seem a bit too shiny, and in most of the shots it's in, it makes his head look a bit oversized. And a lot of the Flash takes place at night, so that isn't as big of an issue, but in the daytime it's a huge eyesore for me. Number 7 is the second season suit, and this suit is awesome. It's the same as Season 1, except it sports a classic white logo and a bit of refinements. The logo keeps the consistent size theme as well. It's slightly larger than some of the future logos, but to me, it's a fairly perfect size. I really enjoy this suit. It does sport the same functionality that the Season 1 suit does. It doesn't have much on some of the other entries, but for the early iterations of Flash's suit on the show, I thought this was really good. At number 6, we have the 4th season suit, the 2024 suit, and this suit was given to Barry after he broke free of the Speed Force. It's fairly upgraded as well. This is one of the best suits in the Flash universe and could have ended up being the best if it didn't suffer from the same problem that I've discussed before, and that's the head. It looks massive. The suit also featured a ton of technological improvements over the other suits, but it also made it susceptible to technological attacks. Subsequently, most of these advancements were removed to make the Flash a bit more safe in battle. Ladies and gentlemen, we have officially cracked the top 5, and with that, I want to start the best of the best off with this incredibly awesome suit. Honestly, I might have put this suit higher on the list, but it's just not seen enough in films to warrant placing it any higher, and it is the Nightmare suit that's worn by the Flash in Batman vs Superman. This is the suit that Flash wears during the infamously confusing dream sequence that Bruce Wayne has. You remember the one where the Flash comes out of the portal and goes, "Lois is the key! You were right about Superman! There's no context here!" In an alternate future, Barry Allen wears a mechanical Flash suit created by Bruce Wayne. The suit is more heavily armored and features a retractable face shield that allows Barry to survive greater impact damage. There is no doubt that this is designed with the strength and speed of Superman in mind. It also reminds me of the Red Death costume worn by Batman in Dark Knight's Metal, which is an awesome series if you haven't read it. At number 4, we have the Jay Garrick CW Flash suit. And after Jay Garrick was finally revealed to be the man in prison by Zoom in Season 2, he eventually went on to help our heroes defeat Zoom and resume his own career as an aging speedster. John Wesley Shipp's Jay Garrick costume is fantastic. It's miles above the Hunter Zolomon version of the same costume, and it feels more heroic, and it's supposed to. The jacket is a superior design and is much brighter in color, and the helmet is pretty much the same, but I really think that the thing that helps this costume pop so much is John himself. He just looks like a heroic dude, and this is just a great suit. Taking home the bronze medal is the 1990s Flash TV show suit, also worn by a much younger John Wesley Shipp. Most people know this fact, but one thing that's really awesome is how the CW producers casted John Wesley Shipp as Barry's father and Jay Garrick in the CW Flash as an homage to the Flash TV show that ran for one season in the 1990s. This suit is a nearly perfect comic book representation of Wally West and Barry Allen's classic Flash suit. It features a bit of molded plastic to make the muscles seem larger and some slight airbrushing around various muscle groups to make them pop, but the suit itself is a perfect shade of 90s crimson and it just looks awesome. The silver medal goes to the upcoming Season 6 suit, and this suit is heavily based on the DC Rebirth Flash suit, and personally I think it looks the best out of any of the CW costumes. I think the best thing about this suit is that it appears to have ditched the long-standing colored rubber/leathery look in favor of some new type of fabric. The entire suit looks like it's much more proportional to Barry's frame in the show. The helmet seems to be the biggest improvement though, with the accenting and earpieces being drastically improved. It also just fits his head better and makes it look more form-fitting. The logo is great, and the gold accents throughout the costume look fantastic. No doubt this will be the bar that all future Flash suits are measured to, but it isn't the champ. But taking home the gold medal, and in first place, we have the Flash suit from Justice League and Suicide Squad. Say what you want about the quality of Justice League or Suicide Squad, or even the quality of the portrayal of Barry Allen in those films, it doesn't stop the costume designer from creating the most badass Flash costume in existence. This costume is fantastic, and it reminds me a lot of the Injustice video game suit, which I thought was a great reimagining of the Flash's suit. The suit itself was created by Barry Allen, and it features a silica-based quartz and fabric combination. It's abrasion resistant and heat resistant, and it's made of the same material that NASA uses to protect astronauts during re-entry, and if you're capable of outrunning lightning bolts, you'd probably need that. I really like the feel of this suit. It looks clean, but it looks futuristic, and it also shows a ton of wear and tear from the Flash's time using it. I think one of the best parts of this suit is the fact that it shows a ton of weathering and scrapes, and that shows me signs of a hero who hasn't learned to master his powers yet, which is right on par with what we know about this version of Barry Allen. The only issue that we ever had with it is that it might be a little bit too busy. If the cross wiring is removed, it would be a near perfect suit, so let's cross our fingers and hope that whenever we do get that new Flash film, we get an updated suit that's very similar to this one, minus that aspect with it. And that is it for our Flash suit ranking video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, again, standard YouTube stuff, please make sure to like and subscribe, we would really appreciate it. This has been Nick from Key Issues, and you know the motto, Flash over everything.